In your town, a local photographer is making a name for herself using phone apps, social media, and her eye for nighttime photography.
Sarah Molloy took News 10 out on a nighttime shoot this week where she taught us how to capture the stars.
Have you ever seen a beautiful night sky in front of you, one you want to remember forever, but when you get your camera out, the image comes out looking more like a black hole than a shot of the Milky Way? Local photographer Sarah Molloy says a lot of people have this problem, and the solution is to get to know your camera and have some patience.
It just takes practice and time, because it took me a while. For a whole year. I think I was picking up just a couple stars here and there, and then finally it hit what I needed to do.
If you're on social media or a fan of the News 10 Facebook page, you've probably seen Molloy's work. KTVL will often show her newsworthy images like this one of a meteor shower at Diamond Lake last weekend. Molloy says capturing the light of the stars is easier than you think. What it comes down to is a long exposure.
A long exposure is leaving your shutter open for a certain amount of time, usually more than half a second.
Molloy took us out for one of her nighttime shoots and showed us the settings. While every camera is a bit different, you will need a DSLR model to do it. Then set it on manual and put your exposure setting to 25 to 30 seconds. Any longer than this and you'll not only get the stars but also the Earth's rotation, which can be nice if you're looking to capture star tails like this image does. Our goal this particular night though was to get the Milky Way out at Agate Ridge Vineyards.
It's pretty cloudy. I mean, I'll pick up some stars.
We didn't get the Milky Way, but what we did end up with is a pretty cool image of the vineyard's iconic tree. Unfortunately, the clouds were blocking where Molloy knew the Milky Way was, and knowing where the stars are is one of her tricks of the trade.
I have all kinds of apps on my phone, some that track the moon, some that track the stars, some that track meteor showers.
She says her favorite app by far is Star Walk. The Android and iPhone application shows her where to point her camera. It also keeps track of the moon cycles and lets her know when a meteor shower is on the way. And the final advice she has for any aspiring night photographer is to get away from ambient light sources.
That's why I go pretty far north from here, or east. Anywhere east from here is pretty good.
Here being the Rogue Valley. She says when you get there, point away from the source of ambient light and just keep trying until you get the image you want.
Molloy does do portraits as well. To see more of her work, you can visit her gallery in downtown Medford or check out the photos on display at Agate Ridge Vineyards.